1912, this extraordinary palace was fashioned after the Villa de' Medici in Italy. Full of beauty and grace, Swannanoa is reminiscent of a more elegant era, but equally as impressive is the woman who lives here. Hi, Leo, how are you? How you doing?
Wonderful to see you. Oh, I love you.
To Leo Russell, this exquisite Italian Renaissance palace at the top of Afton Mountain is a lasting tribute to a lifetime of work. She claims she first saw Swannanoa in a vision in which God gave her an important message. In 1948, Leo and her late husband, Walter Russell, moved to Swannanoa to continue a mission that had actually begun many years before.
When I was a child, you know, I used to lock the door, and my dolls would all be on the big settee, you know, and I'd walk back and forth. I wasn't even 3 years old when it started, and I was going to change the whole world. I was going to change the thinking of the world. I'm still trying.
Leo was a child genius who wrote fairy tales at 7 and was selling her paintings at 10. She ventured from her English home to America, where her crusade to change the world's thinking continued.
We need cooperation in the world today. We need cooperation, as I've said before, between individuals and collectively. We need it with other countries. We all need each other. There isn't any country or person on this earth that's superfluous.
In America, Leo met Walter Russell. He was a brilliant man, accomplished in many fields, and a man in tune with their own thinking. Together, they set out to enlighten mankind.
It's the same message that Jesus came with, a message of love and light. Maybe the difference in our teachings here and most of the other teachings in the world today, ours has a scientific explanation of God and the universe, which we've never had before because man was not ready for it before.
Simply put, Leo's philosophy is as clear as the golden rule. The world just needs more love.
And if people could do things lovingly for each other, and we had cooperation in the world, we would never have the troubles that we have in the world today. Because it isn't just individuals, it's individual and collective giving to each other that we need in the world.
Together, Leo and Walter painstakingly restored the decaying Swannanoa. They painted, sculpted, composed music, and completed book after book outlining their beliefs. Finally, Leo and Walter founded the University of Science and Philosophy at Swannanoa, and they had at last found a way of delivering their message to millions.
Our work is, it's a home, as you know, it's a home study university, and we teach natural law, universal law, natural science, and a living philosophy. And this is really the ways and processes of the Creator put into practice. And the principles of man's life are really very simple, and man has made it all so complicated that he's in trouble today. And that was why we have worked all these hours, 20 hours a day, writing our books, talking to people, giving lectures all over the country, and so on. I believe people could still live to be hundreds of years old if they think right, eat right, and had good air, good water. Today we have polluted air, polluted water, polluted food, polluted noise, so many pollutions, but there's one pollution that's caused all of them, and that's human relations pollution.
In her many years, Leo has seen wars and pollutions tear at the troubled soul of mankind. She puts great faith in the youth of today's world to bring about a mutual understanding between men and women and an encompassing world peace.
You know, liberation is really, what is it? It's freedom of thought, freedom of action, doing the loving things in life. I don't think there's any such thing as women's liberation any more than there is men's liberation, because every woman and every man needs the appreciation of the other. I think so often we as women forget that men like to be made love to the same as we like to be made love to. They like the little attentions too.
While the teachings of the University of Science and Philosophy are somewhat scientifically complicated, the life that has exemplified her philosophy and the message that Leo Russell has tried to bring the world is simple.
I live only for one purpose, and that is to awaken as many people as I can to how wonderful life can be when you know love, which is God.
What do you want to be remembered for?
For love.